This is the 2021 Axopar 37 ST with all of its covers on. This video will be a little bit long, so please put the time aside to watch it. So what I'm going to do is go through all of the floor hatches and all the different hatches that are open, and then I'll start uncovering things and going through what's under these covers as well. Everything will kind of be in sections because some of these I can't open with just one hand. So I'm going to get started in the stern, work my way up to the bow. So in the aft area, we have on each side, port and starboard, we have storage. They use it for their fenders. Also wash down in here. Rod holder, insert for some poles. And you have a little bit of a swim platform back here. We have the twin 300 Verados. The lower units, the paint is chipping a little bit. I've seen that on every single Verado. I believe they do that. They might paint it for free. I'll double check on that. But what I tell clients to do is just have it sanded and keep it the color black, and you won't have that issue again. So here's the port side. Starboard, you have a little window on this one. You still have, a little swim platform back there as well. And then we'll go inside these. The aft floor, more storage. It's pretty big. Goes back pretty far. And you have access to the bilge in here. So a lot of people like to put inflatables in here, toys, things like that. Fire extinguisher on the port side. So in the aft area, you have 3 seats which fold up, and they are covered for storage. So here's the covers for those. So if you want extra room, you can have it. If you want people to sit back here, they can sit back here. There's also a tow rail here. This is for water sports. Just put the tow rope back here. Onto this area. These do also slide out. You can see there's a locking mechanism here. There's a little bit of, I've seen this on every Axopar as well. I don't know why they even paint these black, but I would say just sand this off so they're all silver. There's a locking mechanism on each. So you just pull that out and then pull the seat out. Easy to remove. In this area, you do have storage underneath. Top there are 4 cup holders, so you can keep serving trays, you can keep tackle in here. There are 4 rod holders in the back, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I would fish off this, but you can if you want to. Yeah, there's rod holders up here too. So to open this, you have to push in this button and lift it up. You can't do it with one hand. So in the center, you do have a little chiller box, and on the port side, you have a sink. Here's the 2 covers for these. Over here is like a little serving area or cutting board, and this all folds away to be out of the way if you don't want to use it. Okay, moving forward. In the ceiling, this is retractable. The seller recommended to make it manual just because I guess it's gone out twice since he's used it. Moving forward, we have seating for 4. We also have 2 in-floor storage areas. And then up top, we have lighting around. And then we also have this retractable sunroof, which is kept covered so this material doesn't get dirty. So, seats are pretty spacious. In the floor, drain in there, so you could put drinks, ice, fish in there if you do go fishing. Same thing on both sides. This table is kept covered and folded over, but it does fold out if you do want to entertain and use it. You could just uncover it and keep it folded. This is for, you know, like you could put your phones here or some drinks, things like that. Here's the cover for it. So on the port side, I did notice the sea deck is coming up a little bit. That just has to be re-glued. And then on both the port and starboard side, you do have a step. So if you find yourself at a fixed dock at low tide, you could dock midship and then step up with that. Like I said, it's on the starboard side as well. So throughout the boat, you will notice there's some ambient lighting that's blue all the way around. Up top, you do have some white LEDs. And at the helm station, on the starboard side, you have a fridge. Put the captain's drinks. 3 seats here with the adjustable bottom as well. And then underneath the middle seat are the battery switches. Under here, access to wiring. Batteries are going to be in here too. And then there is, this is going to be hard to do with one hand. So this is a, just an extra little footstep if you're a little short, want to stand up, see over everything. So I'm 5'5", I would probably use this. There's a couple pictures where you can see you do have the good visibility here. So dual SIM rad, you do have radar. Here's the control panel for the helm. There are underwater lights. Bow thruster. Steering wheel's in good shape. This whole area is kept covered. You have your controls right here, VHF, and then access to the cabin. You have 2 pockets with storage in front of you as well. Okay, so inside the cabin, there's a lot of photos of this in there. You have some little hanger knobs right here, so you pop them out and then you can hang stuff up. There is no carpet for this, but he will order it if that's something that you want. The carpet is another thing that kind of holds mold when it gets wet, so you have to make sure you dry those out every time if someone walks in here and they're wet. You do have a sink. The toilet's under here. There are 2 doors that go outside. It's hard to do with nails, so I'm gonna leave these closed, but these both open. They're kind of like gull wing doors. They both go up on each side, so you can have easy access in and out. If you have little kids, it's nice. There's also Bluetooth radio control there. And there's 4 pillows. This is the bed area. Some speakers as well. A lot of really good lighting in here. Control panel there. Like I said, the toilet is here. And that's going to be your standard flush toilet. So, cup holders, outlets, everything you could need to stay overnight. And then some of this like velcros on and off, so you can pull these panels off if you want to, which is pretty nice. Lighting throughout. Everything's LED, so it doesn't get too hot. And to open these, you'll push this, and then this actually snaps. So you have to undo the snap, and the pushing will unlock it there. You just push it up. Okay. I forgot to mention on the port side as well, you do have a fridge. So you can keep a bunch of drinks in here. This is just the windshield. There are pictures of this in the listing. And then this is the glass that we saw inside. Same entry. You can lock this. So you'll push this in and then just lift up right here to get that open. So you can see pictures of this, and we'll move forward. Also, you'll notice this cover, the seam is just coming off a little bit. I can get that redone if you want, if that bothers you. And then this part of this cover, the rest of the covers are totally fine. So forward, we do have some more seating. Could fit 2 people here. Okay, so you pull this tab right here to get you into this locker. That's a helium tank for kite fishing, and then you have an anchor in there. Okay, probably won't be leaving that on the boat. Forward, no storage under there, but these seats come off. And then you have your anchor locker up top. So let me see if I can open this. Nope, not with one hand. Okay, so forward is the anchor locker. I do have a picture of this. And then you do have more, I think these are rod holders. They kind of interfere with this pole though, so I don't know. I would probably use that as a rod holder or pole holder. And then you can see the radar back there. There is a little tower that folds up and folds back down, which just has the VHF on it. So that is folded down right now. It's not easy to get up by yourself. And that is the entire boat.